that you, Gale, are a botanical medicine research fellow, and Bennett, a mechanical engineer and occasional inventor. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and until you are healed, you can trust your future is safe with us.
This is a visually stunning film. It has great sets for both now and in the future. I love the Rube Goldberg devices in Gale and Bennett's present-day home. They must have been very difficult to construct. I did not trust the narrator with her corporatese from the moment I heard her, and it turns out I was right in that mistrust. Boy, did my heart sink when Bennett found himself in this future dystopia. I'm glad that you gave us a bright ending.
Oh, so kind of sad, amazing story. I could see this being reality, which is very ingenious, very good storyline. And I'm impressed with the different locations and the costuming and just how tender it starts with, and then it gets to this creepy computer world. I really like this. It was very thought-provoking, and I sure hope our future is not like this. Great job. Ingenuity is amazing.
The production design and value was amazing. It was beautifully shot, like the original apartment where everything is almost like a period piece, but it's not. It's like all kind of like retro to the world 1,200 years from now. It was super well done. It really shows what you can do on like a budget, and if you have like a little bit of money, using a soundstage. And so it was gorgeous. That was amazing.
I really like this movie. It was one of my favorites of the bunch. I love the production design. The whole design was great. From the house was just this beautiful house in the beginning that you got to explore, and then the full world at the later half of the film was. I wanted to see more of what that world was.
I loved the fact that at some point, the wall just moves to let him walk from his living room to the lab. I thought it was really cool. It suggests almost that their whole life was kind of an experiment.
I really enjoyed it. It immediately made me care about the characters. I thought the direction was great. I could really feel the chemistry with those first two actors that we saw. And I loved the choice to have very little dialogue and a lot of voiceover. I don't know, that worked really, really well. I felt like I was getting the meat of the story, like what I needed to know to understand. But I also got to see this like loving relationship form that then makes the rest of the film work because I care. I liked how it ended. Ooh, with the hello Gale, that was so good.
For someone who doesn't always gravitate towards sci-fi, I enjoyed it a lot. It was very humanistic and yet also very appropriate for the times we're in. I thought it was very touching. I really hope you make more films. This team that created this film is clearly very talented, knows how to tell a story, knows how to use props and music, and really pull it all together. I was quite impressed.
The thing that I like most about it, I would say, is that there was nothing distracting. Nothing that all distracted you from being pulled into the world. And when I was there watching it, it felt like I was being pulled into the world. And that I really enjoyed, because so often with science fiction or fantasy worlds, there could be something that's off and automatically brings you back into the idea, or making you realize that it's not real.
It was great. It was so good. The voiceover in the beginning kind of puts you in this mindset that you're gonna like get sold a timeshare or something. At about 7 minutes 54 seconds, the audio changes. The track starts to set this scary tone, and the voiceover ends, and now you're seeing like what happens after the continuation experience. Great move, great movie. It gives a scary element to it, and it was great. It was really great. I think you guys hit it right on the head. There was great lighting, great script. Hello World was amazing. 5 stars.
I characterize the film as being awesomely creepy. I got the feeling that this couple was really in love. Their emotion really jumps off the screen, so you just get a good feeling from watching them interact. And you know, the moral of the story that it proves that love conquers all. So I like that. You know, they had kind of a, in a way, kind of a happy ending to the whole scenario. So I like this film. I thought it was very well done, and I thought the graphics were good and the costumes and everything. So.
But I think the thing that worked for me the most was the theme of perpetual movement, beginning with Bennett's fascination with perpetual movement toys. He never stops moving in the first part. And ironically, it's his act of smashing the glass at Karen's desk which causes him to be sort of evicted from that scene and suggested to go off-world. I think that's one of the things that audiences will walk away thinking about. But a very enjoyable story. And
I felt like a lot of story was contained in just these 12 minutes. I got the vibe that this story could exist as a proof of concept, or perhaps highlights from the first act of a much bigger story. And that's something I'd really enjoy seeing. This one really impressed me.